and will feature, quote, all the things close to her heart. And it's just her. It's just her. No kids, no doofus husband, nothing. Just her. So, of course, that, for once, she actually did tell the truth on something. The only thing close to her heart is herself. We're just going to ignore the elephant in the room here. How many times have we heard that soap story? And, women and kitchens and all that. And here she is, quite literally in a kitchen, building her whole brand around gender stereotyping and women in the kitchen. What's going on? Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I am so glad you're here. Pour yourself some tea. Come sit by me. We have so much to talk about, you guys. Don't adjust your screens. This is the quality of the stuff that was released. That's right. We have so much to talk about. Guys, Meghan released some new things today, and I'm being as vague as these pictures are because that's what we got. That's right. We got some nonsense coming out of these. Well, not even these two, just this one today. I have so much to say, and I'm going to get into all of it. I just have to first off say, what is going on? There was a video released, which I won't play, but I am showing stills from it here, courtesy of Daily Mail. And this is the quality of the images we got. You can't make sense of this. This is stuff she's supposed to be selling? ? I don't know. Let's get into it. Guys, I'm Jen. Honk, everyone. Thanks for being here. All right. She launched American Riviera Orchard today. What is that? I'm not really sure. If you ask her, I doubt she's really sure. It really does sound like one of her like a brand name that's one of her word salad speeches, right? Just let that marinate. American Riviera Orchard. I had to write it down because I cannot keep those words in my head. Individually, I understand what the words mean, but when you shove them together like that, they lose all meaning. American Riviera Orchard. Okay. Launched this clip on Instagram and launched a website apparently. And by the way, in case you're wondering how it's going, yeah, the comments have already been turned off. So just let that sink in. Not well, not going well. Okay, I have so many thoughts on this. Let's start off with this stupid logo. So I see that the faux calligraphy is back. I've done a whole video on why it's not calligraphy. I've had people in the comments explain it to me. I've study a little bit of calligraphy, not much. And I'm with you. It's not calligraphy. It's just adding swoopy things onto letters. That's not calligraphy. All right, first of all. Second of all, the name itself, American Riviera Orchard, sounds like AI made it. It sounds like they used a brand name made up of her word salad. So, okay, let's look at the top part. This insignia, I suppose it's meant to be. When I first saw it, I thought, is that H&M? But then I don't know, it just looks like a calligraphy doodle. Is it supposed to be royal? Is that, I mean, of course it is, because they can't stop bashing the royal family and yet they can't let go of the ties to it. It's just unceasing hypocrisy from these two. But yeah, I guess it's supposed to be royal. It looks like a spider. It looks like somebody tried to be fancy but put too many things, like kept printing over top of other letters. But again, I go back to American Riviera Orchard. That means nothing. I thought you're supposed to feel something with a blog or whatever it is. And I'm sorry, those names just don't go together. They don't make sense. So I did some Googling and I did find out that they call Santa Barbara, California, the American Riviera. I guess that's its nickname. But they're not in Santa Barbara, and it says Montecito on here, so it makes even less sense to me. I really can't make any sense of this. So much more to dive into. Is she wearing the Jamaica outfit? Because it sure looks like it to me. But who would know? Because again, blurry. So now, oh guys, what am I thinking? I could add that right on. We have messy. Now we have blurry. I don't know. Blurry just seems so lazy. So I want to say it like blurry. Like it's boring. What is this? All right. So wearing the Jamaica outfit, I assume, who knows? Or just wandering around in a ball gown. Launched, let's see, today is Thursday, the 14th of March, launched the same day that Herald of Herald and Fraud is supposed to be honoring Diana's legacy, right? It's the Diana Legacy Award. Future Jen here. I am editing this video and I just found this. So not only did she try to steal attention away from her own husband, something she loves to do. We've seen her do that before when he's traveling. Think about the coronation, right? She happened to have that hike at the same time. But then we have this. Now, as per usual, she tries to hurt William and by extension, Catherine, one of her other favorite pastimes. This time, because she launched it within minutes before Prince William speaking at Diana's memorial. And they can pretend like they don't do this stuff on purpose, like their mouthpiece Omid tried to claim before, which is laughable because, again, I have a video on that as well. They do this on purpose. She had to know what time he was going on because the whole thing is Prince William was going to speak, and then when his time is over, then and William leaves, then they're going to put Harry on like some sort of screen or something for a virtual speech. So obviously orchestrated, obviously on time. Don't believe the lies. I'm so sick of the two of them feeling so much for Catherine, Princess of Wales, and everything she's going through. Yet these two continue to do awful things like this, and yet the media isn't calling out this behavior. Really? Talk about double standards. There you go. See, Meghan always says there's a double standard. Too bad she has it completely wrong yet again. It's that people are treating Catherine unfairly. And yet Meghan's so busy trying to make herself a victim in all this. I just can't with these two. But I'm going to pick right back up with the video where I was talking about making it about herself. So of course she had to make it about herself. She can't stand it. Speaking of herself, look at this. Oh, you're going to love this part. Ready? That one's new project is said to have been in the works for more than a year and will feature, quote, all the things close to her heart. It's just her. It's just her. No kids, no doofus husband, nothing. Just her. So, of course, that, for once, she actually did tell the truth on something. The only thing close to her heart is herself. We're just going to ignore the elephant in the room here. How many times have we heard that soap story and, women and kitchens and all that? And here she is, quite literally in a kitchen, building her whole brand around gender stereotyping and women in the kitchen. What's going on? And I keep showing these three blurry images because literally that's all we got. It was a video playing. And it was just a few seconds long. It was playing something by this artist named Nancy Wilson. It's called I Wish You Love. And apparently, Meghan must be a fan of this person because they also used her song, Don't You Know How Glad I Am, on the last episode of their Netflix show. So they have a history there. I'm moving off those pictures. I can't look at them anymore. We'll look at some other bad pictures of Meghan. Here we go. All right, so with this comes the announcement that allegedly this one is going to have, brace yourself, a Netflix cooking show. So again in the kitchen, all right. What makes her an expert on cooking? Didn't we all hear that story about alleged do you remember that? Allegedly, a big fat allegedly, she had somebody making banana bread for her and kept ordering them to make it over and over and over again so she could present it as her own. I believe it was in the Australia trip. Do you remember that story? Because I do. That comes to mind. What does she know about cooking? I know she takes a lot of pictures with food, or she did with, when she had her TIG, but does that make you an expert? I love food. It doesn't mean I know how to cook it. I just think this is just so crazy. They're also talking about her having a book and a blog. I'll believe it when I see it. That requires more than an hour a week of work. I don't believe she has it in her. Again, and they're basing this off of this thing being wildly popular, which I can't imagine it will be, based on everything they touch, turning to, it never goes well. A failure was, a brand, that's theirs. I don't know, just over and over. She didn't follow through with the TIG, and again, allegedly it was because she didn't do the copyright, I believe it was, or trademark, whatever that is, paperwork. Didn't get it all submitted on time and didn't get it signed, okay? But in that paperwork, it revealed she would be discussing interior design, travel, commentary, in the field of personal relationships. What does she know about personal relationships? Again, I say, Has she spoken to her father? Has she spoken to anybody in her family? I mean, or his family? What do either of them know about personal relationships? But yeah, here it is. So it says the Flash Company is set to coincide with the launch of a new cookery show featuring Meghan for Netflix, where she will be making and selling her own products. Who's buying this? I don't think the sugars are actually real. At this point, I think it's just a bunch of bots. And the ones that are, we've seen how they write. I don't think they have money to buy things from Meghan. It will lead to a book and a blog. Doubt it, to go alongside her cookery displays. Okay. An insider at the Daily Mail an insider told the Daily Mail it's a lifestyle and cooking brand called the American Riviera Orchard. Again, we're back to the word salad that makes no sense at all and tells us absolutely nothing. Okay, great. Do that. Let's see how that goes. It's understood that the trademark application has been made covering cutlery, knives, forks, spoons, in case you don't know what cutlery is, cookbooks, and electronic cookbooks. I'm sure people are going to rush right out to buy those. Coffee. Doesn't she already pair up with that awful mushroom coffee? Jams, jellies, and butters. Okay, sure. I'm sure she knows all about all that stuff. Wasn't she pretending to be vegan for a while? Oh, but don't worry. It's also going to include a physical shop with tableware, mugs, jams, tablecloth, recipe book. Okay. All right. Are we trying to be Goop? Is that what this is? No, actually, I'm thinking, are we trying to be Rachel Ray? Is that what this is? Oh, but don't worry. This thing doesn't know what it is because it goes on to say it will also focus on home, garden, food, and general lifestyle wares. Is this a QVC? What? I mean, it really doesn't know what it is. It just seems to be what Harry and Meghan do. They just throw a bunch of crap at the wall to see what sticks. I'm telling you, this is not going to go well. It's going to end with tears, and it's going to be anybody else's fault but their own because they did no research, and they haven't figured out that nobody can stand them. Well, I don't know about you, but I can't wait not to support it. I did not click on Instagram. I did not click on, I guess there's a website up. I did not go to that. I got all this stuff from Daily Mail. Thank you, Daily Mail, for that. I'm ending this here, guys. I just can't with these two. I will continue to call out the BS and the shenanigans. I will not be supporting any of this, obviously. I will, however, be supporting our Catherine, Princess of Wales, and of course, Prince William and the children. But guys, that's it for me. I am dying to know your thoughts on all of this. Please let me know in the comments, all of it. What are your thoughts on that insignia? What are your thoughts on the name? What are your thoughts on her launching it just minutes before William went on to speak? And while Doofus was, who knows, in the other room picking his nose, whatever the heck he's doing. Just all of it. Just all of it. You know what else is popping in my mind as I close this out? Walmart Wallace. I feel like that's what we've got. Walmart Wallace. I've heard that name before. I don't know who coined it, but that's what's happening here. It is Walmart Wallace literally selling everything she could find at Walmart that she wanted to slap her name on. Take from somebody else, like her quotes, right? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for everything. I appreciate it. As more stuff comes out, I'll be talking about it. I can't wait to read your thoughts on this one. Again, speedy recovery to Catherine, Princess of Wales, sending her all the love and healing and hoping she's doing okay, and hopefully she can get some rest and stay away from this nonsense. It's just malicious at this point. It really is. Everything they do is just awful. They're doing it on purpose, obviously for clicks and attention. I've said it before, there was a time where I thought, well, maybe Harry's not as bad as her. Nope, he is. He's going right along with this. Yeah. And on the day where he's meant to be honoring Diana, here we are doing this. Again, everything is about them and attention for them. While giving speeches on that cyber stuff, I just can't get over that. And yeah, her followers are being just completely unhinged, and not a word from them about that. Oh, and also not a word from them about the African parks. Not a word. Nope, too busy doing stuff like this and trying to torment the royal family. Ugh, I can't with those two. Guys, let me know your thoughts below. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Check out my Patreon. I got juicy bonus stuff going on over there. So check that out. Doing some deep dives and calling out some shenanigans. Thank you guys for everything. I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Honk honk.